The Oklahoma City Thunder didn't just win this game, they survived it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dropped 47 points, took over in overtime, and pushed OKC to a 114-110 win over the Detroit Pistons. It wasn't a normal win. This game had nearly gotten stolen by one of the most controversial calls of the season, and somehow even after that, SGA delivered in this big moment. Coming into this, OKC had momentum. They had just beaten the Knicks the night before. They were sitting atop the Western Conference, chasing another big milestone for the season with 60 wins. And Detroit, on the other hand, came in shorthanded. No Cade, no Duran, no Tobias Harris, no Duncan Robinson. Four of their five starters were out. And on paper, this should have been a comfortable one, but it wasn't. We jumped off to a slow start. Energy wasn't there. The execution wasn't sharp. And Detroit came into this with nothing to lose, and they really played like it. Paul Reed controlled the paint, 21 points, 10 rebounds. Javonte Green brought energy, 19 points for him, and Kevin Huerter added another 17. And despite missing their stars, Detroit stayed right in it in the whole entire game. And by the end of the third quarter, OKC only led this game 79-74, and that's when things really started to shift. There was a fourth quarter swing, and Detroit made their move. Dennis Jenkins three-pointer pushed the Pistons ahead of us for 97-90 with under 4 minutes left. 7-point game. The whole crowd is stunned, and I feel like that's when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander flipped the switch. 6 straight points, calm, controlled, surgical in that, and no panic. He just, it was a pressure situation. He handled it, and Jay Will, after missing first 5 shots, steps into it for a corner three, ties the game at 99, and that's right there. What we can see is championship composure from the team. And I felt like the final seconds of this game is something to also focus on. Game was tied at 101. Detroit had the ball late, chance to win. Shai reads it perfectly, gets that steal, pushes us into transition, pull up three, and then he hits it. Game winner, or that's at least what it looked like for everyone watching. But then the whistle happened, the offensive foul was called, and everything was erased. No basket, no big moment, no celebration. Even SGA himself was shocked in that moment. And instead of one of the coldest game winners of the season, we go into overtime, and you could see it on Shai's face. It was pretty much pure disbelief, and that's a moment that could break most teams. And I feel like we had an overtime takeover. The Thunder team is just built different, and Shai, he's also different. He didn't let the moment linger too long. He owned the overtime. 8 of OKC's 13 points in OT came from SGA every single possession, under control, getting to his spots and living at the line. And that's what superstars are supposed to do. Not just making the plays, but responding when everything goes against you. And we can talk about the numbers. 47 points, 12 of 19 from the field, 21 of 25 from the free throw line. I know there's going to be a huge conversation of how many attempts he got, but he was really efficient at the line, and he extended his NBA record, 136 straight games of 20-plus points. Not just consistency. He's been dominant over that time. And night after night, he's been doing this consistently when it comes to the clutch minutes. He's played the least fourth quarters, and he's the most productive in the fourth quarters, averaging at least 1.2 points per minute. That's actually a NBA record pretty much. And you're getting elite production from him. And in a game where OKC really didn't have their best, he carried them anyways. And that's really why he's going to be MVP. With this win, the Thunder hit their 60 wins on the season, back-to-back 60-win seasons, and now they've won 15 of their last 16 games, and even on a night where they didn't really look sharp, they still found a way to win. That's really what contributes to them being the contenders. That's separating them from everyone else, and the game wasn't pretty. It wasn't clean, just like I had predicted. I had thought the Detroit Pistons in my pregame wrap-up for this. Essentially, I thought the Pistons would still, compete really well from, just having a really good team. They're resilient, composed, and we're led by just one of the best players in the world that we've ever really seen. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he didn't just have that 47 points. He made a statement in this, even when the game had gotten taken away from him. And there's been moments in the season where, that's happened, and he takes the game right back into his own control. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more Thunder content. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Was it an offensive call that was a right call, or did the refs take away that moment from him? I feel like it was a tough 50-50 call, and man, sometimes they let it go, sometimes they don't. If I had to choose, I think it's the right call to make no matter what moment of the game you're in. But peace out.